Hi, my name is Alicia Wong. I am the volunteer coordinator at the North Helpline. Welcome to the North Helpline Food Bank. I'm just going to be describing to you guys what we do here at North Helpline. And the area that you're looking at right now is the food bank. And, now, the food bank here is one of the few food banks located in North Seattle. And so in terms of who we serve clients who live in the North Seattle area. Right now we're open 3 days a week, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and clients come in once a week. And right now we're serving up to 800, 900 families each week. So that calculates to about a little under 2,000 individuals that we're actually serving. The building that you're seeing right now is new. This is our second year in their new building. We used to be located in the old fire station not too far from here, and it was 3 times smaller than this. And so since we've moved here, we've seen that the need have increased over 40%, which is huge because our donations, I must say, have been increasing over the years, but the need has just, spiked, and unfortunately we're not meeting those needs right now. So as we're going through the food bank today, you'll notice probably food everywhere, crates of food everywhere, but think about 2,000 mouths we have to feed. It's really not enough with what we have, and so at this time we're actually struggling to have enough food to hand out, especially during the holidays right now. So it's a big challenge for us. Question, so where do we get our food? We get it from a variety of sources. The first one is through our grocery rescue program. And with this program, our volunteers actually are assigned to different grocery stores in our area. And they pick up food that would otherwise be thrown out. And this is still perfectly good food. It might be some produce that don't, look very nice. And so they would normally toss that out. And so we actually go and pick that up. We pick it up and we actually hand it out that day or that week. So it doesn't stay here very long.
So how often do you pick up happen from those?
They have been all week long, almost every day.
Okay.
Variety of stores, so Safeway, Fred Meyer, QFC, Metropolitan Market. We pick up from Starbucks and Panera Bread. Those are just a few examples that we pick up from, and it's all volunteer based. So volunteers, donate their time, their vehicles, their gas money, their strong arms to kind of bring in all this food for us. And you'll notice that the volunteers over here, this is a station here where our volunteers intake all of that food that gets donated, and we sort all of that over here. Now, in addition to grocery rescue, where else do we get food? We get food from other organizations. There are distribution centers, and they're called Northwest Harvest and Food Lifeline. You might be familiar with them. They're kind of the bigger warehouses. And they procure food in big capacities, huge bulk items. And they actually distribute that food out to local food banks, meal programs. So they're the major distribution centers. And we get a few thousand pounds of food from them each week, and they come in on Fridays here.
So if someone wants to donate, would it be better to donate directly to this organization, or like Northwest Harvest, you said they buy in bulk, so they can probably take the same amount of money and get better pricing and more quantity of food?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
so it really depends on kind of your philosophy. I typically recommend donating locally. So though it's really helpful for Food Lifeline and Northwest Harvest to get the donations because they distribute out more food to more organizations, we don't necessarily get all of that. Again, it's shared. So if you're living in a community that has great need of food, like increasing needs, it's probably more effective if you want that specific community to benefit from your donation. So probably donate locally.
Yeah.
And that's what we usually tell our donors too. We need both. of course. And so it really depends on kind of your own philosophy of where you think money should go to. We do what's called food drives, and if you take a look at these barrels behind you here, this is an example of a food barrel that we kind of made. And so we have, they host food drives for us all the time. So these barrels can collect up to 200 pounds. I mean, and so we have all these organizations doing all this, in addition to Grocery Rescue, in addition to the distribution centers. That's bringing in a good, all the food that we're getting.
Do you get individual contributions as well?
Yes. So we also get individual contributions. They're typically given to us all throughout the year. Typically we see more of that during the holiday season. But yes, we get individual donations. We have a donor who comes in like every other week with 20 bags of potatoes. And so, yeah, we have some community donors that kind of give specific food items to us all the time, which is very helpful as well.
And then what about monetary donations to take care of the space?
Absolutely. So since we've moved into this building, of course we're going to have to be paying bills for electricity, the rent here. I'm sorry, it's not rent. This is actually a condo that we own, that we bought out. But we have to pay fees for a lot of things. So monetary donations are really, really important for us because yes, we need the food, but we also need the place to store it. We need a place to hand this out and for people to come to. And monetary donations go really well with food as well because we have the capacity to buy bulk as well. And so you may go to the grocery store and buy food items, but with that same money that you spend on food, you can actually use it and buy more with it because we are connected with other companies that we can buy bulk items for too. So monetary, donations are always great because it allows us to kind of put it in areas of greatest needs, whether it's food or the building. Our projects we're working on is doing a turkey drive. We're hoping to have enough turkeys to give out during Thanksgiving and also during Christmas as well. And we're hoping to get enough so that we're able to share the turkeys with other food areas. So that's our goal right now for that project. So we hand out turkeys and sometimes get special holiday food items like stuffing.
How much the particular needs, the kinds of food that you need here, like more produce or more meat or...
They don't want to donate it because it's perishable and it, expires, a lot sooner than a box of rice or canned goods. But the thing is that we get that and it's gone right away. And we don't have enough of it. That's probably the top two things that we always need here at the food bank all year round. So definitely more protein, such as meat and dairy. Exact number in my head right now, but well over in a year, 100 hours a year.
Wow.
Our volunteers is what makes this run. We have limited staff, and I think we have 5 staff members right now. And you need a lot more than 5 staff members to make this run. And so as you kind of see here right now, this is an average distribution day. So I probably have about 30 volunteers here right now. When the holidays come, I'll probably need around 40. And so the volunteers make a huge difference. They do, they're the ones who are doing the services, essentially. Okay. So this is the main distribution area. Actually, it's going to be over here. The space that you see here is where we initially in the front will get everything sorted. We'll put things in crates. And it goes back over here, and this is where it's stored. And this is where we pull off all the food, and we put it on what's called a line out in the front here. And this is all the food that we're going to be giving out for the next month. So we're always keeping an eye out on kind of the supply here. Sometimes it's really low, is the part where it's pretty free. And again, we have volunteers in the back here who are always kind of restocking the line. There are times when we run low on items. For example, if you take a look at soup here in comparison to our grains, we definitely are really short on soup right now. So these piles fluctuate all the time. Again, when you're seeing this, you might think, wow, this is a lot of food. Well, for one person it is, but for 2,000 people, it's probably not. So I always have to let people know, even though it might appear a lot to one individual, it's not really for the amount of people that we serve each week. Getting signed up for the food bank is really easy. We only check their ID and then for them to bring in some proof of address, so a piece of mail. We do serve clients who are homeless, and so in that case, they just show an ID, and of course they're not going to be able to show us any proof of address, and that's okay. There is no income check here. We believe that if you're hungry, you shouldn't be justifying why you're hungry. If you're hungry, you're hungry. We're going to provide you food for that day to ensure that you're not. And so the process is pretty simple. In the cooler, so you can actually come in. Come on in. And to actually get more produce too, so we benefit from that.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not
Go ahead. We distribute food. We'll have clients checking in right over here, and they'll grab a bag or a box, and then they'll go ahead and go through the line over here. And so the line, we've set it up in a way where we hand out, drinks, canned goods, grains, produce, bread, pastries at the end. And this is the process that happens every distribution. So as you can probably see, we have different diaper sizes that we hand out. We have baby food and formula that we also hand out. Baby wipes, whatever baby items that we get donated, we also hand out. We just incorporated is the home delivery program. And right now we're serving 40 households at the time. And so for people who are homebound, we package groceries up for them and then we deliver it to them. And right now they get the deliveries once a week. And that's again a new program that we were able to just incorporate into the program. And the volunteers actually make up the bags. And so we have a lot of individuals who have different dietary restrictions, and so we have notes for each person if it applies, and then we try to kind of make a grocery bag that fits their diet. Needs. We help with utility shutoffs and rental movement assistance. So we financially provide help for those. For example, they're about to get their water shut off. We pay kind of the last portion of that bill to make sure that the water does not get shut off. So that's one of the services that we also do here as well. We hand out lunches here for the homeless. We hand out hygiene packs. We hand out actually the baby cupboard too. So you'll notice that the baby cupboard out here is set up the first Saturday of each month. But if they're not able to make that, they can actually come in here on a different day and also get those supplies as well.